Okay, so I'm Summer from KITSUNEVI. I'm drummer, and I mainly write lyrics for the band, and we make songs together. And we are three-piece heavy metal band from Osaka, Japan, and we formed in 2023 last year. And the meaning of KITSUNEVI is fox-shaped fire in English, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
Like there,
there's a bit of a story behind that too, isn't there?
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a story like in a very old Japanese biographies, like ancient story, like almost myth, I think. Like there's a man who was lost in the mountain on the way back to his village, and he was, hopeless and helpless because the night was, getting old and darker, and he had no way out. But suddenly, a fox-shaped fire appeared out of nowhere, and that fox-shaped fire showed him the way to his village. And we are very much inspired by this story, and we want to be like, you know, okay, so we're gonna be like this fire. We wanna, um, how to say, like, show the way to those who are suffering from everyday's life, like pain and going through negative feelings. We want to save them with our music. So we named ourselves as KITSUNEVI.
All
That's
right.
how we went. Yeah.
Very good, mate. Well, thanks for joining us today. It's good to catch up with you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
No worries, man. So I first came across you guys when I was on tour in Japan recently with US glam rockers and Midnight Devils. And we
Yep.
played a show with you at Gattaca in Kyoto. And I've seen a lot of bands over there on tours, mate. And you guys are probably one of the best that I've seen over in Japan, mate.
Thank you.
So tell us a bit about the band. Like, have you known each other for a while? I know you only started last year, but have you known each other for a while?
Well, actually, we have known each other for a couple years, I guess. Like the K-chan and me, the K-chan, and me, we were working at same place, like at part-time jobs. We were working at Hard Rock Cafe in Japan when we were university student. And Kei-chan and Reina, the bassist, they have been, together for like I don't know, like since they were from high school student.
Okay, what together in a band?
Yeah, together as a band, I think. Or probably not, but well, yeah. So the Kei-chan suddenly one day called me like, okay, so I want to make a band, and I already got a bassist from my high school student. I mean, the high school friend. So he was like, "You want to join us and make songs as a band together?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, why not?" So that's how KITSUNEVI was formed.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you just haven't been together all that long, but seeing you on stage, like you guys are really, really tight. Like, did you just practice a lot?
Yeah. I think at least once or twice in a week.
Well, and because a lot of the places in Japan, like where we played is actually a rehearsal. Like Gattaca is a rehearsal
Hmm.
area. So
Yeah.
is that where you do your rehearsal, like more playing live like that, or do you do it by yourselves?
There are so many studios in Osaka, so we go there and just jamming together. We want a basement.
You want your own basement?
Yeah, I wish.
And musically, like you guys blend thrash, melodic metal. There's traditional heavy metal there. Like there's a bit of Trivium in there. There's a bit of Primus. There's
Yeah.
so much going on there. But how do you get the balance between all those genres right in the writing
Like,
process?
well, actually, I don't feel like we're doing anything very particularly difficult. We usually just jump together and make songs that we feel okay. This is cool. This is gonna be a banger. Until we feel that way, we keep jamming and practicing again and again and again, over and over. So I think this kind of process makes our sound not so messy. But the only thing that we are very careful about is to make sure our music don't sound like something we have heard before by other bands. Like we don't do just ordinary breakdowns. Yeah, there's some breakdowns in our songs, but we don't do just yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, your timing changes and your changes with your breakdowns. Like we were sitting there watching you, just going like, how the fuck do they do this?
Yeah, that makes our sound very unique, I guess.
Does indeed. So another thing, like all three of you guys have got different playing styles. Like you hit the drums like a beast. Like Keishan played guitar and sings like a god. And then Rainey just slaps the bass like with odd timing signatures and tempo changes, like I say.
Yeah,
So and at times it seems like you're all off in your own world, but then you just come back together and make
yeah.
the magic happen. Like is that rehearsed or is that all sort of ad lib and made up on stage?
Well, probably ad-lib on the stage.
Yeah.
But actually, I have never thought about our playing style in that way. Like,
So
you
different.
know,
It works.
yeah. Like, I mean, like I said, we have been together, like we have been friends for several years. So I feel like, we are very much connected in the heart, I guess. Like kind of, I don't know, like telepathy or something like that. I mean, like when I'm, slowing down the tempo with my drum gradually as ad-lib, like they feel it. I always like, okay, I'm gonna slow down the tempo gradually, and they were like, okay, yeah. So that's how it goes. So, I think I can say we are very good at ad-lib on the stage.
I can back that up.
Yeah, thanks.
Like I said, when I first saw you guys, I was there with an American touring band. So
Yep.
do you often play with international touring bands there, or is it usually?
Yes, I think so. Like, I think once in a month we play with bands from other countries. Like, there are some venues in Osaka and Kyoto that call us from, like, when bands from other countries come, they are like, okay, so summer we are wondering, we're gonna have this band from other countries, so we are wondering if you wanna play with us together on this day, and we are like, yeah, of course, why not? We are in. It's very fun to play with bands from other countries because you know connection. We can make a connection just like you know.
And it's good to
And yeah,
get different playing styles from bands all around the world. Like it'd be like you'd be learning off them, they'd be learning off you as well. Like
yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
right.
cultural change.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, we can have very good influence to each other. And so far, we have played bands from States, USA, I mean, and Australia, of course, and Germany, Italy, and Singapore and Chile, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun, really.
And then with the Midnight Devils, one of the best ones you played with.
Yeah, of course. They're awesome. Like the show.
Yeah. Yeah, the very first time I saw them play, like when they came to Australia, they played to about 10 people and they put on the same show. And next
Yeah.
time they played to 400 and it was the same show. Like it's
Oh my God.
it's got to do that as a band.
Yeah, great.
And another thing, because like I say, I've been to Japan about 6 times now with different
Yep.
bands, and I've seen a lot of bands, Japanese bands playing, but every time you go there, like every single band is just nailing it. Like got to have a really rich music culture over there because I honestly have not seen a band there that I've gone, oh, yeah, they're average. Like everyone just seems to be on point.
Really? Well, yeah, right. I think, yeah, like, needless to say, like, Tokyo is one of the big and best city that has richest music culture in Japan. And so is Osaka, where we mainly play at. And I'm not really sure, but metal scene is still kind of underground, but we have still lots of opportunities to, play with many amazing bands. So, and Osaka is one of the biggest city in Japan, so many bands from other countries or other cities in Japan coming. So we can have good, giving good influence to each other. I think this can make music culture grow so much in Japan.
And another thing that you do well over in Japan too is like when you put a lineup together for a show, like pretty much every band's different. Like you're not putting four thrash metal bands on together. You're not putting four power metal bands. Like you got when we played with you guys, like there was guys just there hitting a gong, but it was brilliant. Like it's sort of, in Australia they don't do that so much. Or they try and have all the bands sort of similar, like with a similar thread. But Japan seems to just throw everything in the mix, which
Yeah,
I think it's great.
yeah, mixing together. Yeah, it's fun. It's can absorb other elements from other genres. This is very good.
Yeah. Musically, like you've already released two EPs in 12 months, which is pretty good. But you've got "And Embers Will Rise" and "Smell the Coffee." So tell us a bit about those. I just finished playing "Smell the Coffee" in the car about
Yeah,
half
of
an
course.
hour ago, and it's fucking awesome.
Thank you. Okay, so as for first EP and Embers Will Rise, the concept of this album, I mean the mini album, is do not forget your passion. Like, do not let your flame go away. Make it bigger. This is the concept of this mini album, and songs of this album is all related to passion for something in your heart. And musically, this album has authentic metal features. You can find metal death and thrash metal phrases, here and there. And the lyrics are also very, how to say, like serious. So as a metalhead, it's very one of my favorite mini album from KITSUNEVI. I mean, we only have two though. And as for second EP, Smell the Coffee, the concept of this album, the mini album, I'm sorry, I'm keep saying this
That's okay.
album. Yeah, this mini album is anger and depression. So every song in this mini album is about anger, misery, sadness, depression, those kind of negative feelings. And in terms of sound, we featured more of our individual musical, how to say, like characteristics. For example, there is the Rainer's groovy slap, like which is really banger. And there is the, how to say, like metalcore riffs from Keichen. And as for me, I put some more death and thrash metal phrases, like blast beats, which is my favorite. And we created Smell the Coffee by our roots and how to say, like playing styles of each. Very fun, and I'm very happy about it.
And in the actual song "Smell the Coffee" too, mate, like there's a lot of jazz influence in that as well. Like where does that come from? Oh, did you get that question?
Um, we wanna, yeah, but it's fine. But um, we want to do like something very special and unique that other bands do not do. Like, I think nobody can come up this kind of idea like after doing heavy breakdowns and then suddenly jazz comes in. This is very unique. So just we want to be like very unique and yeah, do that kind of thing.
So are you working your way up to a full album eventually, or are you just happy to keep putting out mini albums for now?
Oh, we're gonna make a full album eventually, but we have so many ideas already enough to make a full album. But probably we're gonna continue to EP for next, probably. And when we make a full album, it's gonna be a concept album, I guess. I'm not really sure about the concept though, but yeah, I think it's gonna be next year, I guess.
Oh, you and me know something that other people don't know that hopefully we'll see it a bit sooner than that, mate, which should be great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Now, tour wise, you're going to be leaving Kyoto and touring through Tokyo in November.
Yep.
So tell us about those shows.
So we're gonna go to Tokyo on 12th and 13th November. We will be playing in Tokyo with our friend band called Fire Flame, which is true heavy metal band from Japan. This is not a tour for released album or anything, but we feel like we should, go to Tokyo and play time to time because, like I said, Tokyo has much richer music culture, compared to here in Osaka. So yeah, we're gonna go there and slay in Tokyo. Anyway, yeah, we are very much excited about it.
Well, and then you're actually off to Taiwan, which is going to be your first time out of Japan playing music, mate. Are you nervous about
Yeah,
that? Yep.
of course.
What do you do there? So, like, it's a long way from home to go for just one show. Like, is it a big festival you're going for over there?
No,
Or
no, 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 no. Only a venue.
okay,
Like there is a friend of ours, and who is running in the venue. So we're gonna go there and play some shows out there, maybe 2 or 3 days in Taiwan. Yeah, I hope we're gonna be in the festival someday, very soon.
hopefully, brother. And what about Australia? Do you have plans on coming to Australia at all?
Of course, yeah, we'd love to. I mean, definitely, we have to go. Yeah, probably next year, hopefully, if we could afford it.
And so describe a typical live show from you guys. Like I say, I've seen it and I know how good it is, but those who might not be familiar with the band, tell us about your live show.
um, I'm not really sure about our typical show, but I would say it's madness, like chaos. Like there's always, circle pit and hardcore dancing and screaming from the crowd. We are very happy to see those moves, but what matters the most to us is that to make sure everyone can have fun in their own way. You don't have to be in a pit, or you don't have to dance like crazy, or you don't have to scream. We just want to make sure everything's fine and everyone can have a good time in our show. That's what we want to do in the concert.
So just say someone's listened to this, mate, and they're liking what they're hearing. Like, give us 3 of your songs that they can listen to get a
All
better
right.
understanding.
Yeah, of course. So the first one is "Taking Back My Soul" from our first mini album, "And Embers Will Rise." We put so much passion, energy into this song. Like this song is about absolutely taking back yourself, taking back what was yours. Like, remember who you really wanted to be, or what you really want to do. Like, do not let anyone decide your direction. So this is one of my favorite songs from KITSUNEVI to me. Is everything fine?
Yeah. I'm just trying to. There's a little bit of noise in the background. I'm just trying to get rid of that. I think I've
All
done it.
right. Okay. So I'm gonna continue. Secondly, I would say "Smell the Coffee," the title track of second mini album. Like musically, there's the song that has their unique approach. Oops, sorry. Like like I said, there's the hardcore style breakdown and blast beats, which is my favorite. And surprisingly, you can hear jazz at the end of the song. So this is a very unique and interesting song. And I wrote lyrics for this song based on my personal experience. Like there's a time that, I did nothing. Like literally, I did nothing. I was not in a band. I broke up with my girlfriend. She dumped me. Anyway, well, I broke up with my girlfriend and quit my job and staying at home and drinking all day long every day. So I was helpless. But one day I realized that I cannot stay in this state of slow decay. I feel like there must be someone who has been going through this kind of pain or suffering or this kind of shit. So I wrote my experience to, let that people know that you're not alone. You're not the only one who has been going through this kind of pain. So, yeah, personally, this is very touchy, but yeah, my favorite song, of course. And the last one is called Hamelin. And this is the newest song for us. And we have just finished our recordings and mastering a couple days ago. And it's gonna be on Spotify and Apple Music and other music platforms very soon. This is group metal based, and there's a slight my drum solo. So please check it out when it gets available.
Wow.
So yeah, those are the songs I would recommend to those who don't know KITSUNEVI so far.
Well, hopefully we'll be speaking again very soon with some important news to announce about KITSUNEVI.
Yeah, of course. We'd love to.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you again, mate, and best of luck. You guys rock, so make sure you check them out.
Yeah, thank you, of course. And lastly, thank you very much for this